Post out my mind, but that be how it goes. Yeah, learn how to make me a G on the low. Cooking up vibes from the free on the coast. Know I'm he up, he put 3 on the coast. They been looking for the boy like where he at. Take a space, nigga, had to step it back. Left a baddie because she too in the trap. Never down, nigga, I'ma bounce back. Yeah, learn how to make me a G on the low. Cooking up vibes from the free on the coast. Know I'm he up, he put 3 on the coast. I know I can't stop him from falling in love. I hope the energy I gave him was more than enough. Because I'm drained, you see, I'm faithfully still walking. Show me something, fruits of all my progress. Falling out of faith, but I still know that ain't the way. They've been calling out my name, I know they hope I'll be okay. The feelings I felt on the mold, hop on the road, fuck it, I hop on a boat. It ain't no one harder than Zoe, that's what they said, my neck got a hug from a rope. Suicide dose on the drop, engine is high, I got the V on the low. I feel the spirits around, straight up the ground, so we been seeing some ghosts. Fan of my steps, gotta move like a ghost. It be easy if minimal no, don't got time to be stressing about posts. Out my mind, but that be how it goes. Yeah, learn how to make me a G on the low. Cooking up vibes from the free on the coast. Know I'm he up, he put 3 on the coast. Yeah, high as fuck, I'm in outer space, feeling nice. Don't keep no diamonds tugged, every VV clean on the eye. I'm in another world, seen a castle scroll through my mind. Psychic entities tryna conversate every time. Tryna translate what they tryna say through my kind. When I roll, come alive, in the smoke, I revive. Angel numbers, they been all up in my face, I don't know why. Seen a message in the sky, I get reckless when I vibe. Fan of my steps, gotta move like a ghost. It be easy if minimal no, don't got time to be stressing about posts. Out my mind, but that be how it goes. Yeah, learn how to make me a G on the low. Cooking up vibes from the free on the coast. Know I'm he up, he put 3 on the coast. They been looking for the boy like where he at. Take a space, nigga, had to step it back. Left a baddie because she too in the trap. Never down, nigga, I'ma bounce back. Yeah, learn how to make me a G on the low. Cooking up vibes from the free on the coast. Know I'm he up, he put 3 on the coast.
Oh yeah. Shout out my man, Zoe Cal. Columbus on. It's a special edition. It's the Hot Girl Podcast. We're pulling up on a Wednesday. Usually we do Thursday, but we got some things going on, so we had to come in early. We still live 9 p.m.
Every Sunday we go live reaction. Hold up, wait a minute.
Let me get some funk up in it.
Shout out to the chat. They already pulling up. What it do, Miss GG girl? What's happening? I see you, mama. I appreciate you. So we got a special guest in the building for Warner Brothers podcast. My main man Keenan pulled up. Cal put him in the headlock. Said you gotta come. You gotta show out. You gotta represent for the podcast. Shout out my main man Ray 623 AM. What's happening, y'all? What's good and what's going on?
What's up?
Popping.
How's it going?
Oh yeah, you know what's going well. We doing well. So first up, let's do a little homework. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy the Warner Brothers podcast on every platform. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy. My main man 623 AM, Ray, our dealer entertainment, every platform. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy. It's the Hype Real Podcast on every platform. So, without further ado, because what we do, we're gonna jump right into it. Is y'all ready? Because I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, man. So first things first, we're going to talk about something that's going on. I posted a video from a previous podcast that I did about who I thought was this generation's Michael Jackson. And boy, oh boy, did I get some feedback that was very controversial. So very controversial feedback. And I said that this is Drake is this generation's Michael Jackson. And I broke down why I thought that. And I broke down why I felt that. And I want y'all to tap in and tell me, do you or do you not think that Drake is this generation's Michael Jackson?
John B, you telling me you didn't settle on Jennifer Hudson for this generation's Michael Jackson?
That's what you're telling me?
Listen. We can touch on that another day. We can touch on that another day. Well, right now, what we're going to talk about is the topic at hand. And that's
Aubrey said he was one away from Mike. I mean, he did, then he got mopped up, but that's neither here nor there. If you're wondering, it's King Kendrick over here, but that's neither here nor there. Drake, for this time period, I mean, numbers-wise, sure, but Mike, he doesn't have the influence that Mike does. Drake, to me, Mike, the way people are feigning at concerts, the classics after classics that Mike has, I think Drake has a couple classics, but I don't think that he has the level of the body of work with the longevity from Mike as a young 5-year-old to obviously until he unfortunately passed. I just don't think he has this. I don't think he has the pop Drake does. I just don't think he has what Mike does.
Right.
I mean, I agree with him. I honestly don't compare nobody to Michael Jackson when it comes to star power and stuff like that, because I was, I'm old enough to have experienced it in real time. And something I see that Michael Jackson has that nobody else has is influence, even though he's gone. Like, I see kids instantly knowing his dances, even though they never experienced him live. If you cut Michael Jackson on, everybody instinctively knows what to do dancing wise. And I just don't think nobody's ever been as famous as him. And
ever.
Nobody can compare. Not even Drake. Big as Drake is.
But I think that's unfair to say because it was a different time, and think about it as Drake is doing everything that he does as far as fandom, as far as the way he's going about it, as far as his presence.
The thing is, can you really say that Drake's not Michael Jackson
because he doesn't dance like Mike?
Just because he doesn't give you the same thought process as Mike. Women are falling out. Women are getting tattoos on their foreheads.
For
Michael, this man Drake.
Like Keenan said, I just don't think it's the same. Just because I haven't seen nobody fainting when Drake come out. Like, not like that. Like, Michael Jackson was like, couldn't go nowhere. We've seen Drake around. He's in Turks and Caicos, kicking it with the normal folks. He's around. Michael Jackson was like mythical almost. Like, if you've seen him, you know what I mean? Michael Jordan had a little bit of that too, but Michael Jackson it's just something about it that you can't replicate to me.
You can't discount what this man has done for hip-hop. Y'all want to talk about, shout out to the chat just pulled up. It's like
Drake doesn't have MJ's cultural range.
I'm telling you, man. three against one.
Listen, the cultural range of Drake is not, it goes beyond just people who look like us. He's able to touch people across the nation just like a Mike. He had the highest grossing tour, if not since Mike.
That's not doing anything Michael Jackson-esque.
I've got a few places I could go with this, all right? So Drake, don't get me wrong, like Drake is undeniable. He's inevitable even. But we talking about live performance, Kanye would probably have him beat in that context.
Kanye don't even live perform. He just walks around and lets the crowd sing his song. And I love Kanye.
I mean, this is new Kanye, but I mean, prime Kanye is like he would have had the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time, probably Kanye.
I agree.
As far as Drake goes, though, I mean, there's a few ways I could go, like live performance. I'll say this about Drake: I've never been to a Drake show. I've seen him perform live, like on TV or on YouTube, and he's like, when he's singing in the studio, yeah, it sounds nice, like on Spotify, whatever. It sounds nice in the studio. He can't sing live. Like, he already, like, you're getting the full Michael Jackson package when you go live. Drake, when he's live, he doesn't even sing well. He's using pitch correct. He's using auto-tune. Do y'all hear me good? Y'all hear me well?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm multitasking.
But, like Keenan and Ray said, like, no one can compare. It's almost like, to say Drake compares
Is it still echoing now?
No, you're good. You're good. But say that Drake compares to MJ, that's like comparing someone to to Jesus Christ to me. Like,
Oh,
you're asking me
come on, man.
who compares to Jesus
on,
Christ out of
man.
everybody living today? That's how I feel when you say Michael Jackson, because ain't nobody compare. I get offended
So,
when people say
okay.
Beyonce compares to Michael Jackson, because there ain't nobody.
I was
There's nobody
about
close.
Beyonce's more Mike 2.0 than Drake.
They
The
ain't even
closest.
Yeah.
No, I'm
They ain't
saying.
even a
No, I'm
2.0
not. I agree with you.
I get what he's saying.
Beyonce, if you want the closest thing to Mike that we've seen in this generation's Beyonce.
As far as Aura,
Or
yeah, I
Taylor
feel like
Swift, to be quite honest.
people will go crazy
The way
over
people
Beyonce
fall
than
in
Drake.
pain over Taylor, that's the kind of Drake doesn't have that Taylor that Beyonce does.
Nobody has motion
That
like
is not true.
He has his own
version of the Beehive.
Drake has a following that's beyond crazy.
Let me give you
Not the
this.
same, man.
Let me give you this. This would never happen to Mike. If Mike had a beef, I can't imagine this happened to Mike. My girl lives in Toronto. She went to a Kendrick show in Toronto over the summer, and he performed Not Like Us. And A Minor, the pedophile line, that shit rang off in Drake City, in Drake's hometown. That would not happen to Mike anywhere.
Yes, you saw him, but there was no beef. Mike and Prince was beefing. They wouldn't go in there. So don't tap into the chat. Chat say,
You are not.
hold on.
Imagine showing Gary
Wait,
and
let me get
the chat. Drake had that kind of pull now because his career going for 5 decades. With new content breaking into different genres. I think it could. It already has. When Drake came out, he was just a simple rapper. Now he's a pop star. He's almost a rock star.
You telling me if someone that had beef with MJ did a show in Gary, Indiana, they're letting Mike get respected like that? That's never happened. That's all I'm saying with the whole Drake Kendrick thing. You can't get that off. If Drake really had no
that is, this is a different genre.
Hip hop was made off of battling. That's one of the cornerstones of hip hop.
Okay.
Which is why he can't be. He is a hip
How
hop.
quickly forget how he destroyed Meek Mill. He was one of the better rappers from Philly that was out here. Oh, how we forget that.
He's 1 and 2 in beefs.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. You getting rapping by singing? You getting rapping by a singing, nigga? Come on, man. We forget these things because Drake is hot because Kendrick is hot right now. And the thing is, you can say anything on record. How much of it is true?
That's fair. And you know what? Is everything Drake said is true in that? We don't know. But Drake's 1 and 2 in beefs. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got them in is
what is Kendrick in? Kendrick is what?
1 and 0.
1 and 0. So that means
never lost.
Better. That's where I get that. Okay, and just with that thought process, I bring my next exhibit B. Michael Jordan versus LeBron. They say, oh, Mike's the GOAT. He went 6-0. But they discount LeBron because he went what? 3, 4, 5, 3 and 8. But he made it there like 8 times. Come on, man. Back to back. You can't discount this man just because he's not the original. Then that's what a lot of it is because Drake's not the original one to do it. And 10 years from now, people gonna be like, oh yeah. 20 years from now, even they're like, oh yeah, this guy is this generation's Drake. I bet you any amount of money.
So I have a quick question for you. If Michael Jordan and LeBron James played head to head in a championship, and Michael Jordan beat LeBron in a sweep, or at least 4-1, we'll give him 4-1. Family Matters was dope. Would you say that Mike is better than Bron if they had the careers they did and they faced off head to head?
That's one of those questions we can never answer.
Yeah.
I can't give an answer.
That's not even a hypothetical. It's if Mike beat Bron head to head. If Mike beat Bron head to head, would you say Mike is better than Bron?
I would say, and I'm a huge Jordan fan. You see him back there. You see all my favorites back there. But again, even in my background, I have LeBron over Jordan.
Okay, I'm only saying because you were talking Kendrick and you're talking Drake, and obviously, but yeah, okay. Well, we'll leave the hypothetical. We'll leave that there. I don't think Drake is Mike. That's okay. Drake is 1 and 2 in beats, and I think he is very good.
That means Kendrick needs to get to another beat to prove that he's this dominant in beat rap.
I think that no one really wants to see him because they saw what happened.
I would say that.
I think
I will give you Kendrick as a better lyricist, overall rapper than Drake. But Drake is a better artist than Kendrick.
And let's tap
into the chat real quick. I'm not trying to cut you off, but the chat's going crazy right now.
My man, 2K King say
Drake top 5
with
Lucky.
Lucky.
Then he tap back in and say
Drake over Kendrick,
not even close.
Tap back into the
chat
chat
one more time.
We got an opposite direction. It say Drake a sucker. K-Dot slapped Drake up and made him call for Johnny Cochran. Respect. My man D23 can say Drake up there with the all-time on Billboard chart and hits with MJ. Come on, man. These are not me. This is not me saying these things. I'm not saying it because it sounds good and trying to be controversial. If we go war for war, Billboard for Billboard, Drake is the only one that can really touch them. Did you know that Rihanna has more #1 hits than Beyonce?
Yes.
So how is she quantified with MJ?
Because we're not only going off of what the charts say with MJ, we're going off what we saw. And that's at least my personal opinion.
I got a couple rebuttals, but I want to hear Ray first. Ray's been chilling for a bit, so I'm gonna pass it off.
Which question?
Just your thoughts. Period.
I still stand on what I said originally. Is I don't think it's that close, to be honest. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like these days numbers are inflated. When Michael Jackson was doing it, people had to leave the house and go to the store and buy the album.
Okay.
And he still had the top records, so nobody's ever going to pass how much Thriller sold. Even in this era with streaming, where it's easier to get music, you still can't touch his numbers. So
Drake's concert in this time outsold Thrillers when he went on the Thriller concert tour.
And why do you think that is? Because concerts cost 10 times more than they used to.
But if you quantify that to what Mike was doing, and you was to split the money, I think it would still be more.
I don't think so. I think it's the inflation of concerts. Back then, you go to a concert for $35. Now you pay $300. Do the math.
Fair enough.
Let's tap into the chat one time. Chat say
Brandy say,
I think a better analogy would be Drake this generation.
James Brown. Maybe.
Okay.
Drake is just Drake, man. He don't have to be Michael Jackson. He's Drake. He's the biggest thing since Michael Jackson, but he's not. That's why they stop at Michael Jackson, because you're not Michael Jackson. Nobody's Michael Jackson.
That's why they say nobody could be Jordan, but they put him up there. They put LeBron up there. They put all these guys
because it's fun to talk about. I don't think that's the same either. I think LeBron and Jordan are way closer than Drake and Michael Jackson are. I don't think nobody's close to Michael Jackson. LeBron and Jordan, that's arguable. That's why we talk about it so much. I don't hear people talking about Drake and Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that was an unpopular opinion because people don't agree with it. But the fact is, my man got Billboard hits for days.
Yeah, but what about the other stuff? It ain't just his.
He sells out concerts. He has people following him. He has droves. He has
got people
one
following him like
name.
that.
And then you say what they say about icons. Icons have one name.
Michael Jackson used to get mobbed in Africa, man. I want to see Drake get mobbed in Africa. They be like, oh, that's Drake.
Drake will go to certain places. He would definitely get mobbed.
I can't say that.
Think about MJ, like all of his album covers are iconic. You look at Off the Wall, you look at Thriller, you look at Bad, like those are iconic album covers. Drake ain't got that.
But that was in the land of when album covers were actually even a thing. Nobody sells CDs anymore.
True. No, that's facts. But like Ray was saying, with the inflated numbers, it's easy to just inflate streams. I remember when Drake dropped Scorpion. Anytime I logged into Spotify that day, like it would pop up. It was inescapable, and that's on purpose. I feel like Drake is, and you saw this with his last solo album. He's trying to get in touch with like the 20-year-olds, the 21-year-olds, the 18-year-olds. He's playing to the hype. You see him right now. He's with streamers. He ain't playing to the hip hop crowd. He's just trying to stay relevant and stay popular.
And that's the thing.
He doesn't have to be just hip hop. He's crossed over to a point where he is to the masses.
He's trying to reach though.
Just like Mike was. Mike wasn't even R&B.
I got a question for you, John. If you think it's so close, how come if you named the 5 most famous people to ever live, would Drake be on that list? Because I know Michael Jackson is.
But that's not.
You had to wait. You had to wait.
People. I don't think Michael Jackson would be top five most famous people. There's a lot of famous people.
He is.
Oh,
Man.
Mike's
Yes, he is.
probably
bro.
number one.
That's a fact. You
No,
can look it up right now.
Over Martin Luther King,
That's a fact.
over all these great
He's
people.
on that list.
Mike.
He's
That's
number
important.
one.
Not more important, more famous.
That's a
We didn't say
reach.
more important. Yeah, we said fame.
And
Most known people in the world.
I'm
in
talking
the world.
fame.
is Drake
Yeah.
definitively top 3 most famous person living today, even in music? Because Beyonce and Taylor are easily ahead of them. Is he third?
He's easily might be second.
He is not more famous than Beyonce or Taylor. And I don't think any time when Mike was living, if you said, is he top 3 most famous now? The answer every time, yes. It's not even a question.
I would say the main difference with Drake and Mike, and this kind of goes to my thing with LeBron and Michael Jordan too, but more so with Michael Jackson. Drake, he's polarizing, right? People like Drake and people love Drake. Michael Jackson was beloved and is still beloved.
But that's over 5 decades. You don't think if Drake gives you 5 decades of music, which he's capable of doing, because he's able to transition his music into the next times, he won't be beloved.
Not with the bridges he burned.
Not the way Mike was.
And not with the bridges that, like, musically, if you're talking about the bridges that he's actually burned. I mean, it came out through the beef of everyone he had beefs with. Well, the thing with Mike is he didn't beef with, like, people just like would only speak glowingly about him. Not everybody speaks glowingly about Drake. I mean, that's why he's tapping in with this younger generation, because a lot of the older generations, some of them don't want to work with him. He has beefs with whomever. It's a little bit different because Kyle is right. He is polarizing rather than being beloved.
But
Michael Jordan was beloved. LeBron is polarizing.
Michael Jordan is because people can't get over how Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And they won't even align themselves with LeBron because they don't want to give up that previous existing path of the original data. So there will never be anybody that surpasses Michael Jordan, even if they do it in every other way. LeBron is past. You know, so we're talking about sales and everything. Just like LeBron has passed up Jordan points, assists, everything. But still, they will not give the props to this man because he's the new kid on the block. The same thing is going on with Drake.
That's a little bit of a different argument to me, especially because you can make the argument. You can make the argument for MJ that it took LeBron 20 plus years to even get in the room with him with some of these, with the points, with the assist. But with Jordan and LeBron, for me, honestly, I've said this to Keenan when we've just discussed it on the podcast. If you want to say LeBron is the best player of all time, I'm cool with that. If you think LeBron's better than Mike, I'm cool with that. But no one really surpassing Mike as the GOAT.
And that's the thing. I never said he surpassed. I just said he is this generation of that.
And that's fine. That's fine. But I would say this just for the sake of argument. Y'all are Cleveland natives. Y'all remember, what was it, 2022 All-Star game? They did the NBA 75. And who got introduced last in Cleveland, in LeBron City? Who got the bigger ovation in LeBron City?
Because people are in love with the aura of what Jordan represents. But people forget LeBron has been dominant his whole career. When Jordan was playing on the Wizards, was he dominant?
No, 2 years off though.
20 a game, but it wasn't great. The thing is, too, in the streaming world that we live in today, I know we kind of pivoted from Drake to Mike and Bron, but in the streaming world we live in today, you can't be a mythical creature like Mike was. And I think that has a level of aura to you. When you add that aura, it makes you greater. So I don't think that anybody will ever be able to be that great, because I think there is a level of aura that Mike had, that both Mikes had, that you just, when you see them, it's special. When you see them, it's magical. When you see LeBron posting on the Mind the Game and the bar and the shop, and then it's great that we get all of this content from such a great pivotal figure like LeBron. But when you see someone so much, it takes away the great, like the craziness of seeing them out. Like when Mike's doing this special on NBC, just an hour interview, but like every week we're seeing like snippets of it. Everyone's losing it. It's like, oh my gosh. Or when The Last Dance came out, it's like, oh my God. Like, Mike's speaking. We get to hear Mike. So like it's if LeBron never spoke and then came out, it kind of like he might be able to have that level of
Back
myth.
to the topic at hand.
So even if you put that into the vein, and then we're gonna move on, I'm gonna get Ray's last comments because this could go on and on. So
100%.
because
we definitely could.
So
because
Drake is oversaturated the market. Could you say you have fatigue, almost like a Patrick Mahomes, almost like a Tom Brady and Patriots did. People hated them because they were winning all the time. Drake's winning all the time. Even when he lost the battle, he still dropped and took over the entire summer with his album.
Last thing I would say to that, though, I've said this on my podcast many times.
Yes.
Drake could literally drop an album of like bullshit, and people are gonna flock to it. People are saying
every Mike album was a fucking classic. Excuse my
no, for real. No, yeah, of course. You're 100% right. But I'm saying Drake could drop like absolute bullshit right now.
But he don't.
Maybe not now after this Kendrick beef, but
he don't.
at Drake's peak, he could drop anything he wanted, and you'd find the people who would.
Every
album was fire.
I don't see. Every's debatable. But
We'll spin the block. Right? Button it up for us. We go down a different. What you got?
I'm standing on the mic thing, but I got a lot of respect for Drake.
For sure.
I'm one of the people. You can go back on the episode about 4 episodes ago. I'm one of the people that have him in my top 5. I love Biggie and Tupac, but we had that conversation that we got to hear their music in their 30s. We didn't get to see Biggie and Tupac in their 30s. I think they would have been there if they stayed alive, but they didn't. They passed away. And Drake, Kendrick, all these guys got to grow up and hear them have kids and get married, whatever you want to call it. So we got those layers in their music. So I think both of them is in my top 5 now. So that shows my respect for him, even though he ain't bigger than Michael Jackson.
All right. We might have to spin the block on this part 3 one more time. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy Warner Brothers Podcast. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy 6:23 a.m. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy the Hyper Podcast. Let's get into the next one. See how we gonna do with this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Are you not entertained? As we move on, we're going to keep it real musical around here. I want to hear from you guys, and I want you to be open and honest like you have been, because I love it. I'm all about it. I want the smoke. So, I want you guys to give me your top 3 artists who are that top 3 artists after they went solo from a group. It could be any genre. What artist left the group? And is your top 3 artists? We ain't go 5. We'll 3. I'm gonna keep it simple because you know top 3. I'm gonna put your feet to the fire. What artists are top 3 as a talent after they left the group they were in any genre? We can start off with Ray. Ray was quiet last time. I'm gonna give Keen a little time to ponder. And I know he looks ready, but I'm gonna give him a little time to marinate. I love he in attack mode. He in attack mode.
Oh, I'm gonna pick the easiest one first. I mean, obviously Beyonce and Destiny's Child dominated in the group, dominated by herself to a whole nother level. You can't even have a conversation without her. You know what I mean? So, she's the easy answer, I would say. I would say an underrated one, I think, is Missy. She started off in the group, and she became, one of the best writers, performers, videos, everything. She excelled at everything. So I'm a big Missy fan. I would put her up there. And lastly, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I think Justin Timberlake deserved to be in that conversation. They dominated NSYNC, and then he went on to have a pretty strong solo career. Cause I'm still playing, Love, Sex, Love, Future, Drug Sound, whatever that shit called.
That
album. Yeah, and Justified too. So that would probably be my 3 off the top of my head. I ain't like deep dive or nothing.
Okay. Warner Brothers Podcast. Shout out to the Warner Brothers Podcast. My man Keenan and Kyle pulled up. They came ready. I'm gonna let y'all decide who goes first, but I want to hear from y'all next. I'm gonna go last. Last but not least.
I'm gonna go with this one, and Ray, he had 2 out of my 3. And my last one I was gonna say was the leader of our first topic, which was Michael Jackson, with the Jackson 5, obviously. So those are the first that came to mind.
Did not think of that.
I mean, you could go Bobby Brown, obviously with New Edition.
Dope.
That's three. I need your top three.
Yeah, those would be my three. Those would be the immediate three. Would be Mike, Beyonce, and Justin Timberlake. But I want to hear more.
He got something.
Bobby is underrated. That's a good one. Bobby Brown.
Here's the thing. This is why with the Warner Brothers podcast that Beyonce is one of my favorite artists ever. So Beyonce easily, it's Mike. We just talked about him being the greatest artist ever. And then Justin Timberlake, of course, he's been one of the greatest artists of his generation. So like how it's hard not to. I was trying to rack my brain on a few more. Like we think, like I understand this is different time, but Paul McCartney after the Beatles, like the way his career's gone. Obviously, I know obviously John Lennon unfortunately was gets killed, but Paul McCartney's had himself a very good career afterwards. I'm just thinking of other guys, but the three that Kyle said would be the three for me. I may be basic, but that's my three.
That's fair.
What's happening?
Chat tapped in. He said, my man Strong said Bobby Brown, Tupac.
Digital Underground.
Good one.
Sleepers.
I like that. And Strong, this list is for you, brother. I'm gonna say my list. So Beyonce. Okay. We're all in the court.
Michael Jackson.
I agree. But I got the secret diamond in the rough. That is the you put him number one even over a guy who left the group. And his single career, because everything he did with the group and after was amazing. And Strong, you're going to agree with me on this once I say it. Ice Cube.
Oh shit! Yeah, most definitely.
Ice Cube left NWA and took off on his own.
Ice Cube, yes, he never looked back.
Never looked back. He owns a whole bass. He said everything he said he wanted. He took off as an actor. He took off as an owner. Tap back in. I gotta show love to the chat. It's all about the chat, baby. Brandy tapped in. She said Luther. Okay.
R. Kelly. Forgot about R. Kelly. He was in public announcement.
Wow.
Damn, I'm thinking of it now.
It's all coming to you.
Hey, I'm gonna show my age here. What group was Luther in?
Young boy. Hey, that's a good one.
Okay.
Brandy X.
Tap in. What group was Luther in before he went solo and became the great Luther Vandross? Tap in with me. Let me know. Teach us young folks a lesson. We need to know. It's all about the chat. So yeah, I said Ice Cube, but I agree with you guys. Michael Jackson, top tier, chef's kiss. Beyonce, absolutely. Shout out to my man Kenny. He said that's his number one, no matter what. I ain't mad at you.
I can't get mad at Beyonce, but she was always the leader of the group. She just kind of kept going. Everybody else stopped.
Yeah, when they was in groups, it just seemed like they was certain artists. You know they gonna leave eventually. You just know it. Beyonce is one of them ones like she ain't about to be in this group for long. You know what I mean? They start switching members. Three of them, then four of them is like, yeah, she out of here.
Right.
Y'all seen the video? Y'all seen the video where they're interviewing Destiny's Child and Kelly Rowland says something like she's the second lead vocalist or something like that?
Yeah.
And Beyonce kind of like turns her head and coughs like, fuck this bitch. You know what I mean?
Beyonce was always the center of attention. It's the reason they have the Beehive. She has everything you can ask for from a person. She was made to be solo for real. It's just like when the group was hot at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You had like 3LW, TLC, In Vogue. They had all these girl groups.
Okay. Brandy tapped back in. She said about that Luther comment. He was in a group called Change. Wow.
Did not know that.
Wow. Hey, that's why I love the chat, man. They dropping jewels on all of them. Shout out to Brandy.
I never even heard of them. They must have been like, I don't need this shit.
I'm out of here, man. I like it.
Chat, if y'all got anybody else that think of, hold on, tap back in. Yeah, plus he's same background for a lot of artists years before he went solo.
I did know that part. He's some background.
Hey, she dropping dimes on y'all. Dropping down. I respect it. That's what we need. We need to know the whole game from every perspective. That's how you get great at what you do. But I appreciate everybody. So one more time, make sure we gotta do a little. We gotta pay the bills. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy. Warner Brothers podcast. My man Keenan and Kyle. They pull up, they do their thing. Shout out to 623 AM. All platforms. And it's the Hyper Podcast. Okay. We gonna switch up one more time. Is y'all ready? Because I'm ready.
Yep.
Or is there anything else y'all want to add before we get up out of here?
No love for Quavo, I see. That's all. That's all I got.
Nah, I can't really get into it.
I'm messing with you.
I ain't
All right, let's get into it.
They once called him the Beyonce of Migos, but it just didn't turn out that way.
It's not the same. They are not in the same range.
Quavo has
Shout out to Migos, though.
Let's get into the sports talk.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts, and then you will run a mile. Perfection.
Perfection is what we ask for, but perfection is not always what we get. But we're gonna talk a little sports right here. Shout out to all the sports kind of stewards in the chat. If y'all got something to say about the tap in, because your opinion matters. So we're gonna talk some NBA. Right now it's early in the season. We got a lot going on. I want to ask 2 questions NBA, 2 questions NFL. I gotta go back to it. This is all about the chat, baby, before we pull up completely. About the artists that went solo. We got Cisco, Charlie Wilson, Jadakiss.
Jadakiss ain't really leave, though, would be my thing.
He left the locks, man.
No, he never left the
They've been solid. They've been solid. I mean, they've
been solid, but when he went solo, Sheek Louch didn't have a bigger career. And I forget the other dude.
I thought you meant actually left the group. Like,
yeah, they didn't. He didn't leave the group. That's what I was saying. He went solo, but they always stayed solid. Like, no, that's why I love the Ice Cube pull so much, because before we came on, me and Keenan were talking about hip hop, and we're like, no one really left their group. They would go solo, but they always come back, kind of thing. Even like
Ice Cube took off.
Ice Cube took off.
Ice Cube actually loved.
That's why I could never use like 50 or maybe like Cam from Dipset or Jewels from Dipset or any of them, because they'll kind of circle back. So, but shouts to Jadakiss.
Shouts out to Jadakiss. Cisco.
Cisco's a pull.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
He had a crazy.
That's a reach. That's a reach.
Yeah, one song.
That's a Cisco song.
Incomplete too.
That wasn't super hit. Thong song was.
He sang his heart out on that shit too.
I like how everybody don't act like they ain't like Thong song when it was out.
I love Thong song.
Somebody say that was a good song back then. They doing that to Will Smith too, man. Like, he had good songs. Now everybody like, I don't listen to that shit. Like, yes you did.
Yes you did. You was getting jiggy with it. Nah.
Yeah, Men in Black. Come on, man.
Come on, Wild Wild West. Come on. Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear that mess.
All right. So back to sports talk. So I want everybody to give me their NBA way too early championship choice. We just started the season. We ain't nothing but probably like 8 games in, a couple games in. I want everybody's way too early NBA champion choice as of right now. Who is the Warner Brothers podcast? Keenan and Kyle. Right now, NBA champion. If you had to crown them, that's who it's going to be.
First of all, go check out our NBA prediction show that we did, I think last week, actually. It was either last week or the week before. We have our full predictions on there, MVP, NBA finalists, all that, NBA champions. So I'll give mine right now. I had the Nuggets and the Knicks in the finals, and I've got the Denver Nuggets over the Knicks. I think I said in 6 with Nikola Jokic in MVP. Yeah, I got the Nuggets. And guess what? I'm kind of scared already because the Thunder are 8-0 without their second best player. They can just rotate players in and out, and it really don't matter. The Thunder might win 75 games this year. So, but I like the Nuggets. I really do like the Nuggets and how they match up with the Thunder.
As I do love the San Antonio Spurs, and the San Antonio Spurs have looked great thus far this season. I have the Oklahoma City Thunder over the New York Knicks as well in the NBA Finals, and I think that the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to break the trend that's been going on since the second Durant championship with the Warriors, of a champion not even getting back to the conference finals and actually getting to the championship. Again, 8-0, no J-Dub, Caruso's missed time. This team just finds players. They even have Thomas Sorber, who's out for the season. He will be back next year, and you're like, oh, where's this other guy that they draft? Because they just continue to build in the draft upon also getting the talent that they have now. Shea's looking like one of the 3 best players in the world. I think the Thunder got it.
What you got for me, Ray?
Yeah, I'm going with the Thunder too, but not to win. I'm not sure yet. Nah. That was my sleeper, but you said championship. I'm gonna go with Cleveland, even though I still don't trust Jared Allen. I'm going with Cleveland versus OKC in the finals.
Okay. You take Cleveland over OKC.
Got to.
Okay.
Got to.
That's fair. So I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna say the same guy that I named to be the MVP of the league. I think they're gonna go ahead and take it.
They started off a little slow, but now he's back in action. I got the Houston Rockets winning the NBA championship over the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm a Cleveland fan.
I just think they have it all.
They have everything that a team could want.
They have the size, they have athleticism, and they have a lot of young talent who are showing their backsides. Everybody in the NBA.
And with that, I'm just going to lead right into our next question. Chat what y'all think, tapping in. What players putting the NBA on notice? I got Alfred Sengun. I think Sengun is going to be the next great thing. It's just that he just isn't flashy. The man is a beast. He's averaging like 20 points, 8 rebounds, like 8 assists. And he's like what, second, third year guy. I think he'd be absolutely amazing. So I asked you guys, since that's my pick, Sengun with my championship pick in the Houston Rockets, and my MVP pick, Kevin Durant. I'm just Rockets out, man. It's hard to say that because I want Cleveland to be great. Who do you think is putting the NBA on notice? What player is putting the NBA on notice that it's my time? I'm going to be a beast.
You want to go first?
Yeah. First of all, I love the KD call out, and I gave you props on that because I can see the vision. I don't think it's likely, but I can see the vision. Keenan completely disagrees, so I'll let Keenan give you the rebuttal after that. I'm just going to say this to get it out the way, but you asked the question anyway. The answer to this is, of course, Wemby, who we talked about for an hour straight last week. So I'm not really going to talk about Wemby because we could do that all day. I would say, though, within the last 2 weeks, they called it a white boy Linsanity run. Austin Reeves had his little Linsanity run last week. So, I mean, he had a game winner. He had a 50-point game. Hey, he had a 50-point game, then a 40-point game the next night, and the game winner. I got to give him that. You got something there. Maxey and Edgecombe in Philly, they're showing out. Maxey especially, man. I love Maxey's game. He's one of my favorite players in the league. There's a ton of young players right now putting the league on notice. If you had to give me one, of course.
I need one.
It's Wemby. Wemby. But I feel like we've talked about him too much, so I got to give the other players.
It's all right. You got to ride with Wemby.
The answer is Wemby. I'm giving a second answer to not be the same, and it's Giannis. Giannis is putting the world on notice. Giannis is putting the world on notice, saying, that Jokic guy over there is the guy who's good. Oh, okay, that Wemby guy's here. Guys, what you don't know, I put up 50 and 12 in a Game 6 of the Finals. I am one of the best players in the world. I have the ability to be the best player in the world. I know you think I don't want to be in Milwaukee, but all I need is a couple shooters and some people who play some defense around me, and I can carry us. I think Giannis is putting the league on notice right now, saying, hey, I am really him.
Okay. Yeah, I like the Giannis pick. I just don't know if the Bucks is a good enough team, but Giannis definitely gonna get his stats. I'm gonna go with Wemby because that was my MVP pick. So it's not an exciting pick because it's he's clearly dominating, but that's just what it is. You can tell when he made that turn. No, I did all the humble stuff. Now it's my turn. It's my league. Yeah.
He locked in this summer after the blood clot. He went obviously overseas, got his mind right, worked with Akeem, worked with KG, got his body right, and He took out a lot of the threes of his game. He understands, wait, I'm 7'4", 7'5", 7'6", even 7'7", depending on whatever the listing and case is. He's trying to look a little bit Magic Shaq-esque with the dunking around the basket and the ferocity that he's there with. Plus, also has the touch, the athleticism. We haven't seen anything like it ever. Future face of the league, future guy of the league. Wemby, my guy. Oh golly, it's good to be a Spurs fan.
It's and it definitely helped the players around him too that make his job easier. Dylan Harper is exactly what they wanted him to be. And De'Aaron Fox looking like a trade chip right now. All right, bro, I know he gave you that contract, but these young boys, man, it's like they can easily flip him for a wing.
Unfortunately, I think I have to be next year contractually because when he signed it, I think it's after the trade deadline that he won't be able to be flipped this year, if I remember correctly, on how his contract laid out because of when the extension happened. But Stephon Castle, they haven't even had Jeremy Sohan back yet. Like there's so much in San Antonio to love. They can get it done now. Glad Harper missed major injury with just a calf strain rather than it being something serious. So it might be sidelined, but we should go.
They definitely could have got up there.
All right. So we're gonna keep it progressing. I want to talk some NFL. And this one right here, me being in the heart of this city, is going to get a lot of people upset. But I had to actually sit back. I was having a conversation with the guys, amongst guys, we talk sports. So my question to you and to the chat, and this is going to be heart-wrenching. Is Joe Burrow really a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Is he really a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? I'm not sure anymore. Before it was, you had your 5, yeah. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. And then you could pick, people say Matt Stafford, I say Drake May. Everybody has their pick. But I don't know if Joe Burrow is really top 5 in the league. Not just this year, I mean, period. What's your thoughts on that? And I can say my thoughts, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts.
John B., I got to ask, is this because you're a Browns fan? Is this the Browns fandom coming out?
I'll go first. Okay, so this is how we going to do this. So Joe Burrow, first year in the league, he threw for 2,600 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5 picks. Okay. Next year in the league, he had 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 14 picks. With Jamar Chase.
Went to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Next year, he had 44, 75, 35, 12. The year after that, 23. And that's fair. But he had T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So I was having a conversation with the guys, and I'm like, wait a minute. And he brought up a name. And I just want to read off some stats. And we'll just go from 20. When was Joe Burrow coming? 2020. We'll go from 2020 to 2024. I want to read off the stats. Let me know. 2020. Okay, 2020, 1,800 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Injury year. So let's step into 21. 4,000 yards, 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The next year, injury year, 28. 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. But then we come back, 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So minus the injury years, which were the low counts, which was 2,818, the guy's averaging 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 9 to 10 interceptions. Okay. Just off stats alone, without Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, because I count who your crew is. Would you say this is a great quarterback without me revealing your name?
You said 4,500 yards,
4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 9 to 10 picks a year. Would you say he was a good quarterback?
Even possibly
top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, almost 5,000 yards, not even 10 interceptions, and a Super Bowl in your second year. Super Bowl in your second year.
I'm not saying that's Joe Burrow. That's another quarterback.
Is that Baker Mayfield? Wait, no, he said No, that was 43 last year. Sorry, in my head, I'm trying to guess who that was.
That's okay. That's fair. So
He only
the
played
guy
since 2020. Whoever you talking about?
No. I'm just giving you his stats since 2020.
Oh,
Before
okay.
stats in
Gotcha.
16, 17, and 18 was averaging 4,000 yards,
about 23 touchdowns a year, about 8 picks. The numbers don't lie. That's Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So if you want to align that with top five in numbers alone, and not even having the talent besides CeeDee Lamb, you want to have that as Chase, and people say Chase is better than CeeDee Lamb. Wouldn't Dak Prescott be in the top five conversation?
No, because he didn't do anything in the playoffs. He's won 2
Yeah,
playoff
that's what I was
games.
gonna say.
I
He
won
gotta show
one or
it,
two
so.
playoff games, and he lost in very noticeable fashion.
Rebuttal. Didn't you have Dak in your top 5 at the beginning of last year for QB tiers?
Top 5? No, I had him in a top 10.
You had him at 5.
I did not have him at 5. I had him in my top 10. My top 4 has always been Burrow. No order in this. Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar, and Allen. That's been 4.
And last year, that you can take Prescott over Burrow if you switch the situation. We're talking hypothetically. And he would be just as great as Joe Burrow is.
I think in the regular season that he could put up similar production. I mean, he's obviously putting up that similar production right now. He's got George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Javonte Williams on the backfield. They've got a great offense right now. They look kind of like the Bengals in a sense of what they looked like last year. But postseason-wise, Joe Burrow has elevated his game in the postseason when Dak Prescott has not. That's where that comes in. Dak Prescott in his first playoff game was phenomenal against the Packers. They did get down early, marched them all the way back. Aaron Rodgers to Jared Cook on the sideline, phenomenal throw. After that, didn't play great against the 49ers, did get a win and lost to the Rams. Like, he hasn't been great. And then obviously Jordan Love came in, and him and CeeDee were off in the first half of the game, and they got boat raced by the Packers. So I would Burrow's excellence in the playoffs would be what I would take over Dak Prescott, and that's why I'd have him there.
Ray, what you got to say about this? Chime back in.
Is Burrow top 5?
Can he not be? Is he really a top 5 QB?
He's in my top 5. I just think he's injury prone. But if he was, a healthy quarterback, I don't even think we'd be having this conversation. I think we'd still be arguing about the 5th spot because that's where it gets tricky. But that top 4 is solidified to me.
Okay.
It always has been. It's just he's just injury prone. That's really it.
All right. I got another stat for you. And this guy is along the lines of somebody statistically, Joe Burrow. Because if we just go, because we consider Peyton Manning a top-tier quarterback, and he didn't win anything in the playoffs for a very long time. And people say, he ran to Tom Brady. I'm going to read off the stats since 2020. He had 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 3,200 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. 4,600 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's the numbers of Jared Goff.
Jared Goff's been really good, and I think Jared Goff's easily top 8. I mean, again, this is getting into my QB tiers that I have at the moment.
I think you should pull up your QB tiers. Honestly, because it's right up on what we're talking about right now, so we can just talk about other people. But for me to respond to like what y'all are saying, I agree with Ray. I agree with Keenan. Joe Burrow solidified his top 4. He's for sure the best pocket passer in the league, by far, I would say. I will say it's interesting. You saw Joe Flacco this past weekend put up as good as that. Right. And I don't think that's a product. I don't think that should negate Joe Burrow in any way. I do think that should negate the Bengals as a contender. I don't think, for instance, I think if you get that game out of Joe Burrow, I think the Bengals still lose that game. Like I didn't take the Bengals serious even with Joe Burrow on their team. And that's more for a case for the front office rather than it is a case against Joe Burrow as a quarterback. So Joe Burrow, same here. He's in my top 4, but I don't think his greatness would have elevated the Bengals much more than what they got right now with Joe Flacco. They still lose that game with Joe Burrow on Sunday if he's the quarterback. You play that game the same exact way. I mean, Flacco put up unbelievable stats, and he's putting up unbelievable stats through his whole Bengals tenure right now, and it just doesn't matter because that defense isn't there, and that offensive line isn't there. So, yeah,
So
the
you telling
Bengals.
me anybody can get behind that offensive line that has a decent arm and can contribute what Joe Burrow contributes. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh no, I agree, and that's credit to Flacco. Flacco's still nice, you know what I mean? He can't move, but y'all saw him produce for the Browns a couple years ago. Flacco still got it, but again, this is more an indictment on the Bengals front office than it is on Joe Burrow. Joe Flacco can give you probably 75% of what Joe Burrow can do, but that don't mean Joe Burrow is overrated. That means they play a similar style, and that he's taking advantage of the weapons. You know, if you're a good front office, which they're not, the one thing you can give them is that they surrounded Burrow with at least good receivers, great receivers even, with T and with Jamar Chase. So they did what they're supposed to do there. I think they should have let T go this offseason, drafted another receiver, and then, you know, got an offensive lineman, got a few defensive players. That would have probably better supported their team for this year. Because, yeah, look what happens when Joe Burrow goes down. Your team's fucked. Even if you got Joe Flacco putting up numbers. They just don't got the supporting cast as far as offensive line and defense, which is most important. You can get by with subpar receivers, as we see with the Buffalo Bills, as we saw with the Chiefs last year. You can do it without them. It'll enhance you, but you got to put the rest of the team around them, and the Bengals haven't done that. So I don't know. Joe Burrow is going to be very interesting as his career goes on because of this front office. Because I don't see how he wins with his team and with his front office.
Very Carson Palmer like.
100%.
Been going downhill ever since they let Jesse Bates go for no reason. Why we let
and even with you saying that,
he said,
he made the Super Bowl. Didn't that defense have a lot to do with that Super Bowl run?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Coordination.
Absolutely. They made opportunistic stops against the Raiders in that, against the Titans in that, and then against the Chiefs on that Super Bowl run, 100%. But Joe Burrow was there offensively, not making the mistakes that were when they didn't need to make them and making the plays when necessary.
John, I'll say this. I actually think that Super Bowl run is a little overrated. I do think that run in particular.
I agree.
I think the next year, though, when they made it back to the AFC Championship game, I thought Burrow was solid. I thought they were more, I don't even want to say opportunistic. Things kind of fell for them in that previous postseason where they made it to the Super Bowl against the Rams. I don't know if y'all remember the wild card weekend, they played the Raiders. There was a play in the first quarter where the Raiders were about to score, and the refs blew a whistle for no reason, and the play got called dead, and it just got called back, and like nothing ever happened. They didn't award them like the yardage. Like the play got called back. The Raiders were gonna score. Like that's the kind of stuff that was happening on the Bengals run that year.
That happened every year though. Somebody gets screwed every year.
That's one in particular I've never really seen where they just call a phantom whistle. No one knows why the whistle was blown. Nothing happened. They called the play back, and then the Raiders just didn't get 7.
I'm still not over the Browns lost to the Chiefs. How they did us.
It's true.
The backup come in.
Right.
I'm trying to what? I
need you to
send me link so I can pull it up on the tiers.
Let me see.
Send me link. And I can pull it up. Send me link.
I don't want
Pull that up.
Send it to my email. So while y'all do that, we're going to still talk some NFL. I want to know, I'm going to start with you, Ray. What team is Super Bowl or bust in the NFL right now?
Super Bowl or bust in the
What team is
NFL?
Super Bowl or bust right now?
That's super easy for me. That's the Bills. And I choose the Bills because they've been knocking on the door for about 5 years, getting close. Everybody else already had a taste. The Eagles got close, lost, won. The Chiefs lost, won. You know, all the people that were supposed to win, even the damn Bengals got to the Super Bowl. But Josh Allen with home field advantage. You know what I mean? They kind of just been right there, can't get it done. I feel like the Ravens the same position, but the Bills more so because, you know, most of the time they got home field advantage. Right. They hyping him as the best quarterback in the league. You know what I mean? You're playing all these classic games against Patrick Mahomes, holding your own, but y'all just can't get it done. It's time, man. It's time for them to win. And they lost 4 Super Bowls, so in their history. So people never gonna get over that.
What you got?
Yeah, man, you gotta put the Bills up there. You gotta put the Ravens up there, even though they got a losing record right now. Shit, you got the Packers up there, the Lions. It's Super Bowl or bust for. There's quite a few
Lions a good
teams.
one. Yeah.
Eagles obviously being the defending champs. Chiefs live in Super Bowl or bust. They don't even. You can't count the divisional round for them. You got to get to an AFC Championship game if you're the Chiefs. If I didn't already say them, the Los Angeles Rams.
I would say I would honestly say Tampa in a sense. Tampa continues to win the division, and this is the year that they've obviously done very well so far. Baker Mayfield's been in MVP conversations thus far this season, though we might not be leading them at the moment. They have a legitimate chance to be the 1 seed with how light their schedule is in the back half of the season.
Right.
Having a whole thing run through Tampa. Like, Mike Evans is only getting older. Obviously, he's out for most likely the remainder of the season. Might be able to come back in the playoffs, but most likely the remainder of the season.
Playoffs.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe playoffs. We'll see what that's going to look like. But I think the Bucs would be added to that as well with every team Kyle just said. And I don't think they're Super Bowl or bust specifically this season, but I think the Colts made a move like they're Super Bowl or bust. I don't think you trade for Sauce Gardner and give up that much money or that much draft capital moving forward if you don't think this is a year you can win a Super Bowl or at least compete for one. So I'll put the Colts in that conversation.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I got one Super Bowl or bust team, and it's the team that's only gotten better as the season's going on, and that's the Eagles. It's just that simple. You got you're running it back. The team still looks great. You got what some people consider a top 10 quarterback. You got one of the top dynamic duos, a wide receiver. You got one of the top tight ends. You got one of the top offensive lines. The defense is coming around about and actually doing very good. You just picked up a couple of guys in trades. You guys got to win. If you guys don't make it to the Super Bowl, it's your fault. Y'all got the coach. You got the team, and y'all don't look like y'all like in any area. What more can you really ask for?
And a division that at the beginning of the year was looking vaunted, like the Cowboys could do something interesting. The Commanders, of course, with Daniels out. The Giants not going to have it this year, and the Cowboys just losing another one. That defense looking too bad to actually really compete in the NFC. Though they're going to be a tough game week in, week out. They should run through the division, so they're going to have at least one, if not a couple, home playoff games. So Eagles are definitely in that boat while they have all of this roster talent.
Okay. That's who I roll with. I don't think anybody else is Super Bowl or bust. I don't even think the Bills are Super Bowl or bust. The Bucs, nobody expects. I said my pick in the beginning of the year, my pick were they were the most underrated team in the NFL.
I think their fan base and their organization does, though. That'd be the difference.
And me. I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
I think everybody in Tampa believes they got a chance. I don't think it would be. If you ask people in Tampa right now, I don't think they think it would be a Super Bowl a Cinderella run to the Super Bowl. I think the fan base and the organization genuinely believes they should be there. So that's why I'd put Tampa in there as well. Buffalo, of course. Like Buffalo.
That's why I don't put the Eagles. Because they've already done it. So there's nothing to bust. They've accomplished it. People be like, well, we won last year. You can't. With the Bills, it's like, when are y'all going to win? It's more pressure. The Eagles is like, they might have had a year off. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I said them. Because they've already done it.
Man. They agree with your boy, man. The Eagles. The thing is because you've done it. And you gotta look at the competition that's done it. People put the Chiefs in the Super Bowl bust every year before they lost this last year. Now they're retooling and rebuilding, getting it back together. Every year was Super Bowl or bust for the Chiefs. Why can't the Eagles be held to that same standard? They've lost nobody in game, except for on defense. They lost a couple guys. But the guys that are coming in, the young guys are filling those spots. That's why I say they have to go to the Super Bowl. At least go to the Super Bowl. They have a clear path. They're going to win their division. They're going to be probably the number one seed in the NFC. The only competition they really have is the Bucs and possibly the Rams. Who else is really competing with them in the NFC?
I think the Lions could give them a tough time. We'll see what the Packers. The Packers seem to play good against good teams and bad against bad teams. It's hard to put faith in that, but they have played good against all the good teams they've played this year. It's just the bad teams that they play against. They lose to the Browns or they lose to the Panthers or they tie with the Cowboys, but they beat up on the Lions. They go and beat the Steelers. Like it's just weird how the Packers play football. But I think definitely the Bills are in a situation to where if they don't, I think if they don't get to the AFC Championship game or if they lose to the Chiefs again, I do think that Sean McDermott could get fired. Kyle and I had a conversation about this on the podcast early in the season. And so I think if you have a situation where a head coach who's been there for a long tenure of time could get fired, you are really in Super Bowl bust. And last year in that stadium, not that that's the end-all, be-all of everything, but I think the Bills are truly Super Bowl or bust this year. I definitely agree with the Eagles, too. And the Chiefs are always that because if they don't make it there with Patrick Mahomes every year, that's their standard, is the Super Bowl or it's not a successful season.
And the cosign on the Lions, that's like I said. If you got Jared Goff, who could potentially be looked at as right now a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Right now, through 8 games, he's 73% completion. Almost 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's not top 5 status for you?
Oh, no, it is. Like, it's hard because there's about like 7 guys putting up top 5 stats right now.
I'm about to say, man, we got a lot of people in the top 5, man.
Stafford's been putting up top 5 stats. Baker's been playing really well. Drake May's been playing phenomenal. Jared Goff's been playing phenomenal. Stafford. Lamar, even though he's out a few games, has been playing great. We just saw Josh Allen put up the best completion percentage in Bills history. It broke his own mark. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes has been playing great, too. Obviously, he didn't have a great last week, but overall, he's been playing very well this season. And a lot of guys who have been playing really well this season, which is why ranking these quarterbacks is always tough. You kind of, and quietly, Jalen Hurts statistically has been playing phenomenal, even though he's going to turn the ball over, I believe, one time. I think 18 touchdowns, roughly, total touchdowns. He's been playing great, too. So, a lot of guys.
That's why I say, is Joe Burrow really a top 5 quarterback?
Yes.
If you put Joe Burrow, if you take away Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow ain't Joe Burrow. You put insert Joe Flacco. Insert Joe Flacco into this. If that's the case, Joe Flacco's a vet. He's a savvy vet with a good arm. He made Joe. He's getting the same numbers pretty much as Joe Burrow. I know.
I can't do that. Every time somebody got a talented team, we say.
Think about it, those have.
Who does Drake May have?
Go ahead.
No, Ray was saying exactly what I was about to say, man. Like, you can't
discount. He's top 5.
He's top 5 to you.
He's top 5 to you, exactly.
Statistically.
Yeah, but this is the beauty of the NFL, and this is why I love the NFL. Like, basketball is my favorite sport, but the NFL is my favorite league because every Sunday's like an episode, essentially. Mm-hmm. We get to find out every Sunday. We can debate every Sunday as the league turns. But November, December, after Thanksgiving on, we really find out who's who. You really separate the boys from the men when it comes to Thanksgiving football and beyond. You're playing meaningful games in December, January. We really find out. That's why we don't take anything away from Joe Burrow. We've at least seen him play January football. Whether you think that run was overrated, like I said, we still seen Joe Burrow play. But back to like what Ray was about to say, though, you can't discount Joe Burrow for having weapons, for having Jamar Chase, for having T. Higgins. That's not his fault.
They discount so many other quarterbacks for the same thing.
It's true. People do play a game. I agree with you there. People will play that sort of game with people, with who they like and who they dislike. But we all know if you put
Dak's not producing with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, they would say how trash he is. But since
100%
is, you know what I'm saying? Well, with those weapons, you have no choice but to produce. To the contrary, like I say, there's really one weapon on New England, and there's no really household name, and Drake May is producing.
And that's a great point. That's a great point.
November. Yeah, that go back to his point, though. It's November.
Convince me about Drake May.
You got to earn top 5, man.
So Drake May goes on a playoff run, and he goes second round, and he loses not because of his own merit, but because it's a shootout. They lose by 7 or 10. Will he not be catapulted to that top 5 range of quarterback?
Probably top 10.
He'll be around there. I mean, think last year.
You said second round, yeah. That's where you make your name at.
Jaden Daniels So Jaden Daniels obviously came in as a rookie. He went all the way to the NFC Championship game, and though sure, weak schedule. I mean, the Patriots have a super weak schedule. But I'm fine. Listen, I don't care. Let's beat up on teams. I don't care. I'm a Patriots fan. Let's go get a 1 seed. But I mean, 12-5 for the Commanders last year. They go into Detroit and beat the Lions at their own game in a tracker meet. Then they lose to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. People were throwing
champion Eagles. Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, Super Bowl champion Eagles, and they were throwing Jaden Daniels into that 5th spot. Wasn't unanimous, but he was getting in conversations with your big 4 and then him. So, like, Drake May goes on a run and say, just for this conversation right now, Josh Allen comes to New England, or he goes to New England, or he goes to Buffalo and beats Josh Allen, and then loses to Lamar Jackson in the 2nd round, just giving a random scenario. In a shootout, in a classic game that we all remember. Absolutely, people will be talking about, is Drake May within that top 5 to 8 range of quarterbacks? 100%. Because with the NFL, such a small sample size, that will happen. I think right now Drake May is right around the top 10.
Drake May on the Bengals. Would he not
be in sack?
I don't know. He got better legs than Joe Burrow.
That's true.
He does
more yards
than Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying he is Lamar Jackson. But
I would say this.
He averages more yards.
I would say this with Drake May. So one of the Pats' weaknesses is their offensive line. And yeah, Drake's been putting up numbers, but the last 3 weeks, I believe he's been sacked something like it's over 15 times. Like it's a large number.
He's top 5 for getting sacked in the league. He does take sacks.
Top 5 statistically in every other category.
You're right.
Listen, and
that's
credit to Mike Vrabel. That's credit to Josh McDaniels. A lot of
you got me over here arguing against my own quarterback.
Listen, I think it's correct. I think he's Drake May's
fan.
I think he's top 12 for sure. Like right now, without a doubt, top 12.
I think he's top 12 for sure
top
too.
8.
You got the tiers? You got the tiers? Did you get those?
They're in the email now.
Let's get to the shits because we can really argue about it.
Because I've got it listed out on tier in name. Now I got.
Where'd you email it? So let's see.
I think I named the email too. I believe it should have an email there.
It's to the John B216 email.
Oh no, I sent my bad. I actually sent it. I sent it to Ray's email.
See, I told you.
He was
I got the email up.
This is my fault. Let me go back to the mail.
Hey, I sent it to the email I was told to send it to. That's all I got.
I'm not judging you. I'm
blaming
Kyle.
But I know
Drake May hater.
I got you right. I got you right here.
Listen, I think we got the future. We got our future at quarterback. That's all I can be happy about.
Don't make me change my mind. I'm so tired of New England
already.
You always get that guy.
I wish we can get one over here in Cleveland. Just one.
And you had one.
Shador.
You had one. Then Baker Mayfield. You could have had him.
We had one. Yep.
I wish we could have had him.
You could have Baker Mayfield.
All right. Send him to see what we got. Refreshing.
I'll let you know when they're getting sent. But
all right. JON B is in boy, E is in network 216 at Gmail.
Yep.
Was he really the one? I think he's different now that he's grown up.
You know, I
agree with that.
He had to leave. I think you get to the Panther situation, then you get under Sean McVay. You learn in that situation, and then you come back to You come back to Tampa. You should have it now.
Okay, my brother said it the best. He said, if you want Drake May to be great, tell him he can't do something.
Okay, I got it now.
All right, now we're cooking.
I'm
like,
you sent it.
That's not true.
I sent it to the email provided to me. That's all I got for you.
That's fair. Let's blame Kyle.
All
right, for tiers, here we go. We're going to start at the bottom. Said maybe 8 games left. Dylan Gabriel and Spencer Rattler. Good call, because he's out of here. Shut the starting. Backup level starters. Justin Fields and Marcus Mariota. Good call again. Unfortunately, Marcus Mariota is due to injury. Justin Fields is the best running quarterback in the league besides Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. My man said, you tell me. Bryce Young, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Cam Ward. Cam Ward is a bust.
We gotta move Penix up. You gotta move
Bryce Young up.
Bryce Young, interesting. I don't know. He threw for 103 yards this week. I mean,
you gotta move JJ McCarthy up, honestly.
What's up?
I sent it to you so you can see it better.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
I would say Penix out of that group. I think it's been the most consistent. JJ's had one good game. Shouts to JJ. He still looked like a rook this past week. Bryce Young, he's up and down. You can make a case for him either way. I mean, they won because of Rico Dowdle, I would say, as well as that defense this past week. Penix would be the one I would say sticks out to me out of that group. Especially because you got Geno Smith ahead of him. Nah, Penix got to be
telling me I will put JJ McCarthy. There's something there.
If you could,
I gotta put Penix.
So for me, it's Andy Dalton.
I think Penix had a good game.
Jacoby Brissett, I gotta put Penix ahead of that whole 20 group ahead.
Whoa. I think
I don't like Tua there.
What'd you say, Ray?
Hasn't been great.
I said I don't like Tua there.
He's been.
Tua should definitely come down. Tua should be down here. Back level starter.
Tua should be way down here.
I think he
got to drop.
Gino got to get out of there too. That's too much respect.
Gino needs to drop too.
So you put Gino ahead of Jackson Dart, Michael Penix, McCarthy, and Bryce Young? He's a turnover.
Hold on, guys.
Penix played good ball against New England. That's a tough place to play.
He played good ball against New England. He got waxed 30-0 by Bryce Young in the Panthers.
Happens divisional game. That happens.
30-0
happens. That's his one bad game.
He played bad the week before the Patriots game. He was not great in San Francisco.
Kirk Cousins played the week before.
He wasn't great in San Francisco. Wasn't great in Minnesota, but they won that game anyway because that was such a weird game. Penix has been up and down. So to be fair, yes.
If you want to move McCarthy up there, small sample size.
But I think
he's
really good. Man, McCarthy's got one good game.
So McCarthy,
two good games.
He only played three games.
I don't know, man.
All of these quarterbacks, fine. If you want to move down Geno, I can hear it. And Tua, fine. If you want to move those guys down, fine. I can hear it. To be quite honest with you, oh golly. Yeah, sorry. I forgot to rename that tier. Anyways, we're not even going to worry about the low risk, high reward tier. Forgot to rename that. Forgot to rename that tier because those quarterbacks are definitely not low risk.
Jackson Dart is more low risk, high reward than any of these guys.
Oh, 100%. That's a me error on forgetting to name that tier, guys.
We got to get to
my apologies.
20,
get him up out of here.
Chad says Joe is top 3. He's just not a winner because of his health.
Shout out to Ray for that call.
100%.
All right, let's move it on up.
Genuinely
good QBs. Darnold, Nix, Jones, Rodgers. I have no argument there.
We got to move Darnold up.
See,
really?
We got to move Darnold.
Darnold was the one that was interesting with me. I thought Darnold was in that 13 to 11 range, where I was a little bit interested with.
Who you got at 12 right there?
CJ.
CJ, yeah, Darnold got to be ahead of CJ. Darnold got to be ahead of CJ. Darnold's balling out. Darnold's got a line, man. I agree with you. I like CJ. Actually, like CJ.
I would put Bo Nix ahead of CJ. I would put Daniel Jones ahead of CJ, unfortunately, and I would put Darnold ahead of CJ.
Daniel Jones is like having an MVP type career.
Yeah, he having an MVP year.
Donald picks it up. He's going to be an MVP conversation.
So
Donald's going to be in my top 10.
So it's hard for me because I don't only base this on how you're playing this season. Because if I was to do that, if I was to only have this season, then Daniel Jones would have to be in the top 6 to 7. This is also, I think that C.J. Stroud is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold by a hair. But again, you can talk me either way.
Darnold's coming off a 14-2 season. 15-2, right?
They're 14-3, got waxed in the playoff game. Then he came back and he's played very good in Seattle. No, they played very good in Minnesota.
Dart is better than all of these guys right now.
You got to put Darnold in the top 10. I got to see. Him ahead
better
of
than
Williams.
Williams.
Better than
Better than
Jones?
Lawrence. He's better than Mac Jones. He's better than this tier right here.
okay.
Darnold is up here with genuinely good.
You could talk me into Caleb Williams being in like the 25
I
to
like what
21.
you said earlier. Low risk, high reward for Dart. I like that category better for him.
I think he's genuinely good. He's playing with nobody.
Still need to see more, man.
He's playing with
Rookie
nobody.
season.
He's playing with worse receivers than Drake May, and I put Drake May in the top 5. And yet, Drake May showed up. We already at 12. I'm just saying. This y'all going against me. All right, let's move up.
I'm not going up anything.
Look. He's 11 in star QBs. He's up there with Jordan Love, Justin Herbert.
Absolutely, that's the conversation right now. Drake May's great. I love Drake May. I'm so glad
he's better than both of them right now.
You go up a little bit? Yeah, okay.
You can make a case. You can make a case.
They're on the same tier. I think that they're all been on the same-ish level. And to me right now, if you want to say, sure, he's been playing a little bit better than Jordan, especially after last week. If you want to move that stuff around.
Consistent. He's in the NFC. He's really NFC number one. He should be
you should add him in there as an AFC number one. He should be in that tier.
So that'd be the next tier above that NFC number one. It should be
like slash
Drake May.
Man, he sounds like a Patriots fan, but see, and then
hey, John B, if you want, come over to the Patriots. If you ever want to leave the Browns, if you love Drake, man, that
leave the Browns.
But Bill Belichick did it. Bill Belichick did it, and Eric Mangini was Brown once, and Patriot. Well, we get it.
I totally
disagree with
the Jalen Hurts situation.
What the hell is this?
So here's the
Stafford got to be ahead of Jalen Hurts, dog.
here's the thing. You gotta
What are we doing, man?
Mayfield
is ahead of Hurts. Prescott is ahead of Hurts.
Jared Goff is ahead of
I
Hurts.
can continue to hate on Jalen Hurts.
Here's the thing. He's the one who's made the case for Jalen Hurts. He's been coming at me like, dog.
That's
Jalen
why
He put him up there. That's a
He's
personal
been on your
favorite.
side
That's
about
not
this.
realistic.
Stafford though, I cannot have him ahead of Stafford. That's
If you want to switch Stafford and Hurts, at
insane.
15 touchdowns to 1 pick, a 114 rating for Jalen Hurts.
He don't throw the ball.
15 touchdowns to 1 pick. He's had 7 touchdowns over his last few games.
Stafford's stats.
Stafford's been phenomenal. Stafford's been phenomenal.
Shout out to the chat, man. They just pulled up, man. My man DT said May is in the right spot to me. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. May should be a lot higher than what they got. They disrespecting their own quarterback. I thought they was real.
Disrespecting. I like. He's played.
I'm a tough grader, so
I just like a little bit of time, and continue to grow. He started the year at 22. Halfway through the year, he went from 22 to 11. And then he does the same thing. He went from 11 to 1. Like, I mean, by
the end of the year, he should be above him. He's not good. Him. He needs to go. This guy, Mr. Goatee. Get him out of here.
Jalen Hurts hate is insane to me, but that's okay.
It ain't hate, but I can't have him.
True.
It's okay.
I've never hated. I've said he's a winner.
So you're telling me you starting a team.
You get to pick a quarterback out of these guys. And they say you gonna pick Jalen Hurts over Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Prescott, and Goff, and Herbert.
If we're starting a team for just the 2025-2026 season, I'm saying
no. Team.
Well, no, I'm saying if it's for the future, of course Matt Stafford's going to be the last on that list because he's going to have 2 years. I'm going to get a new quarterback. So it has to be just for this season. That's what I'm saying. But I agree.
In the vacuum.
No, just for this specific season because they're all healthy.
You're going to take Jalen Hurts over all of these guys. Over this guy.
Stafford, I hear the argument and I get it on the same. Other than that,
no Baker.
Stafford, I hear the argument. Baker, again, you're right. Baker, I hear the argument. Other than that, I'm taking Hurts over a
Prescott's got better stats. Better stats than Hurts.
Don't show up in
yes,
the
but then
playoffs,
when it gets to the
man.
playoffs, who do I trust in a big spot more? Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott?
That defense won that championship. Sure,
man.
I'm just calling like it is.
Nobody's
I
taking Dak,
agree. Let us play out. Talking
That's
about
the new
Drake.
Tony Romo, man.
He really is.
Jalen Hurts is the new
Tony
Tony
Romo.
Listen,
Dakota Rain.
Listen, I think Dak's really good. I think Dak.
Now the Dak thing is the Dak Prescott hate is crazy. That's crazy.
Is what we see.
Seventh is crazy.
Dak got a pretty man.
Y'all disrespect
in the top 10.
Y'all disrespecting this young man.
They in the top 10. They ain't
He
disrespect.
just ain't. I ain't putting him over
I had him
Hurts.
seventh. How is that disrespect?
I'm tight about Stafford. Stafford and Baker. To me, they got to be ahead.
If
of
you
them.
want,
And even Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
I'm not mad at Stafford and Mayfield being ahead of Hurts. The other ones is a little arguable.
so if you guys would have Hurts at 6, maybe Stafford 4, Mayfield 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear that, and that's fine. That's a difference in opinions. I guess I do value the fact that they won the Super Bowl. He was the MVP, played great.
I'll give you this.
I do value that.
I'll give you this because we're gonna get to it eventually. I wouldn't even be mad if, because of the injuries, if you put Lamar at 5 or 6 and move Stafford up to 3, just based off this year.
If just off this year, you could argue Stafford's been 1 because you could argue he's the MVP at this moment in time. So like I get.
That's kind of what tiers are, though. You kind of got to go off what's going on this season.
I mean, yeah, it is because he was lower before.
The chat
So
said
they
agree. They say the Dak disrespect is out of pocket. It is out of pocket, man.
He in the top 7.
I had to switch up my stance.
I hate to say, I think Drake is top 5. He's ahead of Hurts right now.
Okay.
But
So
y'all,
Dak Prescott is leading
in
almost every statistical
category.
John B. I agree with you when you say just game for game right now. Prescott probably is playing
talking
better.
about right now.
I agree with you.
This year.
We say Super Bowl champion.
I agree with you there. Like Prescott's been in the 5 probably. I agree with you there. But when you put out a list like this, it would kind of look crazy to have Prescott ahead of Hurts. I wouldn't even be mad if you put him at like
if you
6,
put
8.
Prescott on the Eagles, they probably gonna win a championship again.
You're right. No, you're right. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. Dak. We ain't seen it.
He's played 12 and 5 seasons. We haven't even seen him in a championship game yet. Maybe.
If you put Jalen Hurts on the Cowboys, they probably win 2 games.
Now that's disrespectful.
They're 3 and 5. They're 3, but they would have the same record
games all
season now. They would be the same. I don't understand. What do you mean? Dak Prescott is the 7th on this list. He's behind MVP, Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes, MVP Allen, MVP Lamar.
To about right here.
Where is that here?
9. Move Hurts to 9 or 10. He's in this category. Star QB. Move Drake May up to the number 1s.
That's why Hurts is so polarizing to me.
Move everybody else over. Stafford's 4. Baker 5. Move Dak to 6. And that's still. Move Goff to 7. Move May to 8. And move Hurts down to like 9 or 10. You can choose.
I would say this. And y'all can tune in tomorrow when me and Keenan, or probably Friday actually, when me and Keenan debate this list with our other comments.
Keenan is like, what the...
The one thing I would say where I differ with Keenan on these lists is I think Keenan does this by if you got to win 1 game, where I do it as like, I kind of agree with you. Dak Prescott's probably been a better quarterback than Hurts this year, despite the record. Right? Despite the record.
That's what I'm saying.
Throw the football, Prescott's probably...
That's what I'm saying. QB talent alone, not the team. QB talent. Talent. You're not taking Prescott over Hurts. This talent.
Hurts has had some bum games, and that's why, again, this is why I love this tiers thing, because Hurts, out of all the quarterbacks on this list, you can make a case for either way. If someone had him at 10, you would have a legit argument to have him at 10 or 8 or something like that. If you got him at 4 or 5, you've got a legit argument to have him at 4 or 5.
I think winning matters. It's a crazy thing. I think playing the game to win matters, and when the guy wins a lot, and doesn't lose and plays well and wins, it's hard for me to say you're worse.
All right.
It truly is. I'm sorry.
I got a problem with your big three too.
I see what you're saying.
Mahomes at number one.
Okay, let's not. So here's the thing.
At number one though.
Yeah, I just again
6, 7.
We're always doing this with players who are great. We just watched Mahomes and Allen play last year, the championship game.
Wait a minute. So you're saying Hurts is in the same? Hurts at 4 and Mahomes at 1. Would you take? So Hurts is so good. Would you not take? You wouldn't put Matthew Stafford ahead of Hurts, but you got Mahomes at 1. Right now, Stafford is playing better than Mahomes. If you want to talk about this year.
God, that's the whole. We don't just take it off. Every single year, you can't win you can't win an MVP.
But this is why.
But Mahomes is playing at an MVP level. Like Mahomes has been the favorite.
And Dak Prescott is not.
Dak Prescott's playing at a very good level. He's playing very good. All of these quarterbacks in top 7 statistically are playing great. Go through all
now.
They
just said Baker Mayfield had the best chance of winning the MVP before his last 2 bad games.
No, all of these guys in the top 8, honestly, even the top 9 and 10. If you looked at them statistically, they're all playing great.
Okay.
Statistically, they're playing great. So then, what does it come down to for you? It just depends on what you value.
We're just talking about 2025.
This is my thing. This is where I get lost with the Keenan is because if we're updating it through week 9, I don't think this list accurately depicts.
It is not.
Like, I think Darnold's going to be a little higher. I think Stroud's going to be a little lower. That's where I agree with him. I do think Stafford, like, undeniably, is top 3 right now.
Top 3.
You got to put him in the top 3.
You can't say. I know Lamar's been
hurt. You got to drop Lamar.
You got to drop him just because we talk about the play of the game. Record aside, QB just talent alone. Prescott has been playing out of his mind. Except for just the last game where he's been playing crazy.
I'm not mad at Prescott though at 7, but I think you got a case for 5 and 6.
He definitely had Hurts. Hurts has been getting carried, bro.
And Daniel Jones would have to be moved up too, just going off the first 9 weeks.
I guess for me, guys, I do this a little differently than. It's not just a specific this only season, but this season does matter. So, because if you look at the tiers that happened preseason, Daniel Jones was at 30. He is now at 15. Drake May was at 22. He is now at 11. Sam Darnold was at 26. He is now at 13. So, like, it's not that I'm not taking any of this year into account. They've literally made substantial jumps in the list that I made from this preseason. I get it. But also,
Lamar at 3 mid-season, he ain't even played is downright disrespectful.
No, so if you want to say because Lamar hasn't played, because I don't, in fairness, so he played last week, which is why. But when he has played the 4 games he's played, he has been 130 passer rating and phenomenal. So like the thing with Lamar was a little tough for me. I will say that I get the Lamar thing. Because I don't have Purdy on the list because he's been out since September. I don't have Jaden Daniels out because he's going to be out for a while. Burrow's not on this list because he has been out, obviously, for the majority of this season. Those names are on it. So if you want to move Lamar down specifically because he's been injured, I am not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. I get it 100%. Well, when Lamar has played in every game other than the Chiefs game this year, he has been as advertised, which is arguably the best quarterback in the league. Like Lamar's been phenomenal this season. But I get it if you want to switch. I get that. I get.
I like this debate.
I
love this debate.
That I do. I get that.
Okay, I want to pull up the NFL QB stats from this year, and we're going to go against your list because I am interested in seeing what everybody thinks about this situation. Like it's interesting to me. Okay, so we got the list. We're looking at the list. We're looking at Keenan's verified bona fide list. Let's get back to the chat real quick. They tapping in. He says, "My nigga D23, thank you." Says, "I feel like Hurts having to manage the game, but Dak has to win the game."
And that's part of the Bengals' argument too, like not having a great defense. But that's accurate.
Okay. So right now, passing yards. Who's number one? Just a shot in the dark. Who's leading the league in passing yards right now?
Probably Stafford.
Who you got? Who you got, Kyle?
It's I'd say either Stafford or Dak Prescott.
Who you got, Ray?
Stafford or Dak.
Wrong.
Maybe.
Wrong. It's Daniel Jones.
Is it Jones? Is he leading? I think he was
leading passing. Number 2 is Justin Herbert. Number 3 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 4 is Dak Prescott. Number 5 is Drake May.
But what does that mean, though?
These are the guys statistically, but these are some of the better teams in football. Besides, would you consider the Chiefs a good team, despite their record?
Yeah, they're good team.
Yeah, of course.
You would consider the Chargers good team despite their record. The Colts are pretty much the best team in football. Besides the tie, if they didn't tie, maybe they won. The Cowboys would be looked at as one of the top tier teams. And your Pats are leading the division.
Oh boy.
Technically.
Oh boy.
Josh Allen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the league.
That's crazy.
And
that's because of the system they play. They are the only team in the league that run more than they pass.
Let me get the names that are ahead of them. Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Baker Mayfield, Bo Nix, Joe Flacco, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, and then the other 5 names.
Go with the gods.
So would you have Josh Allen as your next switch with Daniel Jones because of his yardage?
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, who cares about yards? He's better than all of them.
Would Daniel Jones be 2 and Allen 15 because of yards per game?
Exactly. He's better than all of them. So who cares?
We'll look at touchdowns. So right now, Josh Allen compared to Daniel Jones, 14 touchdowns for Daniel Jones. 13 touchdowns for Josh Allen, 6 interceptions for Daniel Jones, 4 interceptions for Josh Allen. They both run the same type of team offense where it's run first.
Yeah, no, they both do. Daniel Jones has been playing very well this season. Josh Allen has been playing very good. For him, he's been playing really good. But are you trying to tell me that I should have Daniel Jones ahead of Josh Allen? Is that what you're telling
this year?
He should be ahead of CJ.
I would think so.
He should, wait, Josh Allen? You say Josh
Allen?
This
year? And this, so basically, they're not winning because of Josh Allen. They're not winning because they're not winning because of Daniel Jones. They're not winning because Josh Allen's balling. They're winning because James Cook is carrying him, just like Jonathan Taylor's carrying Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones is in the MVP race, right?
You can't put Daniel Jones at MVP race, sure, but I can't put him.
So you would have put him in the MVP race, but right now you can't put him ahead of him this season. I'm talking about body work.
I would have Daniel Jones in that Drake May range. I think it's even fair to have Drake May ahead of Jordan Love. Looking at this list,
see, that's fair. Like those things are those are saying like that's fair, and all of that is fair. But again, if we're only going just by quarterback stats, that just can't.
It's not necessarily stats. So we're going off this year. Like what we've seen this year. Daniel Jones has been better than Bo Nix this year. Darnold's been better than Stroud.
Okay, I'm not
worried about this year. Daniel Jones this year has been better than Josh Allen.
I can't. I'd say they've been.
This is where, and then that's where I can't.
Then you at least got to boost history there. You got to take Josh Allen's history over Daniel Jones' history.
This is where history.
I'll give you that, Keenan. We can say history. There's no chance I'm taking Daniel Jones over Josh Allen.
Do you very much trust now that Daniel Jones would go into Buffalo and win?
I think he stands a hell of a chance.
Do you? Okay.
Because they run the ball. They don't ask much of him, and he does what he needs to do very well.
Okay, so that's where
the same running in.
And I get the critique with the tier that is here, the list, is that I should have less of some prior history and more of this year.
I'm just talking. Okay,
that's fair.
That is a fair critique. I get it.
I can agree with that.
And if that makes you want to put Daniel Jones from 15 to 9, I'm cool. Putting Daniel Jones in the top 3 is when we can't, when this just can't happen.
Crazy.
Which just can't happen.
Top 3.
Okay, let's go.
Let's
Stat,
go.
let's go stats
Five
last
to
time.
3 or 2.
So attempts
I get it.
over the season. So we'll go for percentage. Josh Allen is at 70% completion percentage. Amazing. Guess what Daniel Jones completion percentage?
Probably 72.
95.
Good guess.
Good guesses.
95. It's at
Probably
C9. But he's
He's
thrown over 70 more passes.
Yeah, I know. They've been an offense though Jonathan Taylor has been
They
phenomenal.
average the same yards per attempt.
No, they've been phenomenal, which also shows the fact that
over 800 more yards passing than him.
but they average the same yards per attempt, and he has less attempts. So if Allen threw the ball as much as Jones, he would be top in yards like Jones.
Which means that who's being used more to carry the team?
Who needs to carry the team more? I would say that they both have been playing in similar styles, and
I would say Josh Allen if we're talking.
but I'm saying, but you're telling me if Daniel Jones was on the Buffalo Bills, we'd be looking at them as a true Super Bowl contender.
What I'm looking at, absolutely. Just be real. I know Josh Allen is a talent beyond belief as far as body of work. He's a specimen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Indianapolis Colts are in the Super Bowl conversation, like with how they're playing this season. They're in the conversation. If they had Josh Allen instead of Daniel Jones, they would be the clear-cut, by far favorites.
That's fair. But we talk
And
about
if Daniel Jones was on the Buffalo Bills, they would be not even considered the best team in the AFC. People still think the Bills are better than the Patriots, though the Patriots have a better record. People think the Bills are better because of Josh Allen. If Daniel Jones was on the Bills, they would not think that. They would think.
I feel like y'all gotta agree to disagree.
If Dak Prescott was on the Bills, they would be considered Super Bowl favorites.
Shit.
I'm gonna let this sit because we could go for days on this. We're gonna let it.
All right. So I love the conversation. I love your tears. We just talking football here because these are the things that we need to talk about because it can go a lot of different directions, man. So number 1, we got Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, we got Allen. Number 3, we got Jackson. Number 4, we got Jalen Hurts. Okay. Number 5, we got Stafford. 6, Mayfield. Number 7, Dakota Prescott. Number 8, Jared Goff. Number 9, Herbert. Number 10, Love. And number 11, who's really number 5, is Drake May. So that being said, I cannot get mad at these tears at all. It can go a lot of different ways, but the way you're saying is body of work. I can't argue body of work and things that they bring to the table. It factor is a huge thing, but I love the way you got it set up, but it's all debatable. And I'm looking at it in the vacuum of just this year. That's where my argument is coming from.
I love it. Everyone looks at things differently, and when you put a ranking on something, it's when you get debate, not like, oh, Daniel Jones has been a very good quarterback. Everyone can agree with that.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones has been X. Now you can have a conversation. So I love it. Regardless of people disagree, I love it.
That's the thing about
15 is crazy. That's a year.
I get it. I get how you're mentally basing it. I get it.
That's the thing about podcasting. Like right now, what y'all just did with the QB tiers and y'all went back and forth for like 10, 15 minutes. That was like y'all playoff matchup right there. I feel like we just witnessed it. Like I was kind of a part of it. Ray was kind of a part of it, but that was like y'all in the playoff matchup. And that's what podcasting is about, man. Debates, hearing different point of views.
Way to go, man. I love it. I'm glad you pulled up, showed out, and do what you did. All right. So we touched on all subjects. We did everything. So now it's time to say our goodbyes. We ran way over. Everybody that stuck in and tuned in the whole time, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all because without y'all, we don't make it happen. So again, one more time from the top. from the tippity top for the tippy. Y'all got to do your homework. I got a to-do list for y'all. Like, subscribe, and enjoy 6:23 a.m. on all platforms. Art Dealer Entertainment. Like, subscribe, and enjoy the Warner Brothers podcast on all platforms. Like, subscribe, and enjoy. It's the Hype Real Podcast with your boy John, aka DJ Chill. So now we're going live every Thursday 9 p.m. We had a special one this week because we had some plans pop up, so we wanted to make sure we get out here, reach out and touch somebody like Diana Ross used to say, for the fans, for everybody who shows up. We're going to get up out of here. If you got any last comments, anything to say from the Warner Brothers podcast, make sure y'all shout them out so that way they know where they can find y'all. Big up to the Warner Brothers. I'm going to let y'all talk.
Hey man, thanks for having us on again. It's always fun. It's always love on here. It's all respect. We just had a good, healthy debate. I have a blast every time I'm on here, man. Glad we finally got Keenan on. We got to get y'all on our podcast, do a little home and home, chop it up about music, football, basketball, all that, whatever else comes up. Yeah, can't wait to come back. As always.
Let me know. I'll pull up a show out. I'm ready for you, Keenan. Man, Keenan gonna go head to head.
I was going crazy.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Warner Brothers podcast on all platforms: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I appreciate it again. Very fun having me on here again. Extend the welcome for you guys to come on anytime.
Most definitely. 6:23 a.m. My man Ray. Tell them about yourself. Where to find you and so we can get up out of here.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Art Dealer Entertainment on YouTube and 6:23 a.m. on all platforms, man.
Straight, short, simple. I like it like that. Straight to the point, like a dice game. You know, so as you can see, we about to get out of here. I appreciate everybody. It's time to roll. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool? Be good or be good at it. Till next time. All right, everybody. Love. Peace.